Let me show and welcome you to Central Luzon. Hello everyone, this is Group 3 and this is our documentary about Region 3 or mostly known as Central Luzon and how beautiful this region is. First, let's get started on the history and creation of Central Luzon. Designated as Region 3, it is an administrative region in the Philippines, primarily serving to organize the 7 provinces of the vast central plains of the island of Luzon, the largest island in the Philippines, for administrative convenience. Central Luzon also has its share of colorful history. Malolos, Bulacan was the place where the first constitution of an independent Philippines was promulgated on January 21, 1899. Tarlac town became the seat of the Philippine government for 1 month in March 1899, when President Aguinaldo left Bulacan to escape approaching US forces. The next topic is the provinces from Region 3. It's been known to have 7 provinces and they are Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Tarlac, and Zambales. Aurora is a province in the Philippines located in the eastern part of Central Luzon region, facing the Philippine Sea. Its capital is Baler and borders, clockwise from the south, the provinces of Quezon. Bataan has a capital city of Balanga, while Mariveles is the largest local government unit in that province. Bulacan is a province in the Philippines located in Central Luzon region. Its capital is the city of Malolos. Nueva Ecija is a landlocked province in the Central Luzon. Its capital city is Palayan, while Cabanatuan City, its former capital, is the largest LGU. Pampanga is lying northern shore of Manila Bay. Pampanga is bordered by Tarlac to the north, Nueva Ecija to the northeast, Bulacan to the east, and Manila Bay to the central south. Tarlac is also a landlocked province in Central Luzon. Its capital is the city of Tarlac. Lastly, Zambales. It is a province in the Philippines located in Central Luzon and its capital is called Iba. Now let's move on to the major cities in Central Luzon. First, San Jose del Monte. It is a population of 574,089 people, making it the largest local government unit within the province of Bulacan and Central Luzon, and the 18th most populated city in the Philippines. Next is Angeles. It is a first-class, highly urbanized city in the province of Pampanga, where it is geographically situated but remains politically independent. And last, Tarlac City. The city was proclaimed as a highly urbanized city by the former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, but the decision was opposed by the provincial government. Region 3. Geographical features. The region of Central Luzon is located north of Manila, the nation's capital. Bordering it are the regions of Ilocos and Cagayan Valley to the north. Pangasinan is historico-culturally and geographically an integral part of this region, but was politically made part of the Ilocos region by President Ferdinand Marcos on June 22, 1973. Of course, in Region 3, there are different languages being used. First, Kapampangan. Kapampangan is derived from the root word pampang, which means riverbank. The language was historically spoken in the Kingdom of Tondo, ruled by the Lacans. Next is Pangasinan. It means land of salt or place of salt making. It is derived from the root word asin, the word for salt in Pangasinan. Pangasinan could also refer to container of salt or salted products. Tagalog. It is derived from the endonym Taga-Ilog, which means river dweller, composed of Taga, native of or from, and Ilog, which means river. Originated in northeastern Mindanao or the Eastern Visayas. Fourth is Ilocano. It is the third largest Indo-linguistic group in the Philippines. Lastly, Sambal. Sambalic languages are most closely related to Kapampangan and to an archaic form of Tagalog still spoken in Tanay in the province of Rizal and also in the Central Luzon. Next are the major ethnic groups in Region 3. First are the Ilocano people. The Ilocanos or Iloco people are the third largest Filipino ethno-linguistic group and most reside within the Ilocos region in the northwestern seaboard of Luzon, Philippines. Second is the Tagalog people. Tagalogs were the first settlers of Manila when the Spaniards declared Manila as the colony capital in the 16th century. And lastly, the Sambal people. Sambal people are a Filipino ethno-linguistic group living primarily in the province of Zambales, municipalities of Bolinao and Anda.
Port of access. International gateways. Two international airports, Clark and Subic, both fitted with runways that can take in fully loaded, widest-bodied aircrafts and allow simultaneous landing and takeoff with state-of-the-art infrastructure support and instrumentation. The low-cost Asian flights in Clark International Airport or CIA since 2007 have been contributing to the influx of tourists in Central Luzon. CIA now also offers non-stop flights to the Middle East and connecting flights to the USA, Australia, and Europe. Additionally, there are other 4 domestic airports located in Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, and Zambales. Maritime routes. Subic International Seaport. There are actually 5 domestic seaports, Port of Mariveles, Kapinpin, Orion, and Lamao in Bataan, and Dingalan in Aurora. Land route. A road network that allows interregional and intra-central NLEX, ACTEX, TPLX, MacArthur Highway, and more.
Now let me show you the major attractions in Region 3. For the natural attractions, first we have the Ampere Beach, which is located in the Bacolao, Aurora. Most tourists go there not for swimming but for its beautiful sight. It is known for its massive waves, smooth rocks, and breathtaking view of sunrise. Next is Five Fingers Cove, which is in Mariveles, Bataan. It is a series of coves that when viewed from above, it looks like 5 human fingers. Another one is in General Tino, Nueva Ecija, which is the Minalungaw National Park. It is described as an underrated paradise. Here it has facilities for picnics, rafting, swimming, and more. Located in Porac, Pampanga is the Miamit Falls, which have strong and powerful currents that fill a basin of clear and cool water, perfect for swimming. Now we have the Vervidia Falls, which is located in Doña Remedios, Trinidad, Bulacan. This one is a popular ecological tourist attraction in Bulacan for picnics and outings. Last in natural attractions is the Putiput Island, which is a secluded islet in Oyacon, Candelaria, Zambales. It is now one of the most popular beach destinations because of its creamy white sand and crystal clear waters. For the man-made attractions not built for tourism, first we have the Gapan Ancestral Houses, which is located in Gapan, Nueva Ecija. The houses here are Spanish-inspired and very detailed. Next is the San Fernando Cathedral, which is located in San Fernando, Pampanga. It is a neoclassical church founded in 1754. Located in Poblacion Baler, Aurora is the Baler Catholic Church, which is a small historical church with a simple and beautiful interior. Lastly is the Baraswayan Church located in Malolos, Bulacan. It has the title of the Cradle of Democracy in the East, the most important religious building in the Philippines. Now for the man-made attractions built for tourism, we have the Aquaplanet, which is located in Mabalacat, Pampanga. It is the newest, largest, and most modern water theme park in the Philippines. Next is the Current Dream Park located in San Isidro, Nueva Ecija. It started to operate in November 12 and has a total of 27 rides and attractions. Now, located in Bagac, Bataan is the famous Las Casas Filipinas de Acusar. It is a wonderful historic resort and an open-air museum and heritage collection of houses. Last is the Tarlac Recreational Park, which is located in San Jose, Tarlac. It has an Olympic-sized swimming pool, excellent biking trail, a zip line, and more.
Tourism activities. Located just to the north of Manila, its diverse landscapes are home to a whole host of different peoples and cultures with each of the 7 provinces that make up Central Luzon having its own unique look, feel, and identity. Its natural attractions include picturesque waterfalls, lush greenery on mountainsides, and panoramic beaches. Surfing, snorkeling, scuba diving, mountain climbing, and trekking are only some of the activities a tourist can enjoy in Central Luzon. Some of the notable places to visit are
the Tumabong Waterfalls. The impressive waterfall is also known as Mother Falls since it is the largest and grandest in the area. Lungaw National Park. The national park has a wealth of fantastic outdoor activities for tourists to enjoy with hiking, rock climbing, and zip lining. In addition to this, tourists can also go swimming or kayaking on the river, or even rafting and cliff diving. Mount Pinatubo. Formed over millennia, the volcanic region makes for some beautiful hiking. Lots of mountaineers come to Mount Pinatubo to climb its various peaks.
Bel-Air, famed for its white sand beach and surfing spots that appeared in the iconic film Apocalypse. Now, Bel-Air truly is blessed when it comes to its scenic setting. For tourists who want to explore, the surrounding area has some wonderful beaches and waterfalls.
For the accommodations, both located in Aurora, we have the Costa Pacifica Bel-Air and Nalo Surf Camp. In Bataan, we have the Junis Beach Resort and the Plaza Hotel Balanga City. In Bulacan, we have the Clearwater Park Resort and Aerostop Hotel and Restaurant. In Nueva Ecija, we have the Harvest Hotel and Top Star Hotel. In Pampanga, we have the Century Hotel and Fontana Leisure Park. In Tarlac, we have the L Square Hotel and La Maharika Hotel. Lastly, in Zambales, we have the Mansion Garden and Potipot Gateway Resort.
Foods are always part of our lives because it is one of the most helpful products to make us stronger and alive. And some people have different foods of their own. Here are Central Luzon's culinary traditions, food, and gastronomy. Foods in Central Luzon are normally being cooked in a frying pan or kuwale in Filipino. But traditionally, we cook in what we call a palayok and traditional grill by using coal. There are four best known foods in Central Luzon. First, Bistek Tagalog. It is known mostly in the Philippines as a traditional meat dish. It consists of thinly sliced beef that's marinated and braised in a combination of citrus juice, usually from lemon, lime, or calamansi fruit, onions, garlic, soy sauce, and pepper. Inipit. If you're looking for a dessert in Central Luzon, this is the best pick for you. Consisting of two sponge cakes combined with a creamy custard-like filling. Although it exists in many versions, the most common combination of flavors is plain vanilla sponge with the mashed potato fillings. Sisig. Sisig is a popular Filipino dish made by boiling, chopping, and grilling parts of pig's head, such as ears, cheeks, and jaws. Philippine special event and festivals are town celebrating moments in history that define the identity, polity, and locality, and here's some festivals in Central Luzon. Sinukuan Festival. King Sinukuan is a god of ancient Kapampangans. Street dancing is the highlight of this event. Each delegates dance to the tune of Pampanga song Atikopong Singsing in their elegant headdresses and colorful costumes. Makatapak Festival. Makatapak is a Kapampangan word means barefoot. This festival is the famous reenactment of the town people in Apalit who walk through Lahar to find a safer place in barefoot. Philippine Hot Air Balloon Festival. It is held annually in Omni Aviation Complex inside Clark Freeport Zone. It features multicolored hot air balloons from around the globe. It is the biggest aviation sports event in the Philippines. Caragan Festival. Caragan is the name of the first chieftain of the native Aitas. It is held every third week of February through street dancing. The Aitas lead the presentation showcasing their customs and traditions in their native costumes. Most people appreciate other cultural groups because they are aware of their importance. That is why it is also important to know the major ethnic groups in your country. There are three major cultural or ethnic groups in Central Luzon. They are Tagalog, Ilocanos, and Sambal people. The Tagalogs. The Tagalogs are one of the largest and most dominant ethnic groups in the country. In Manila, it is regarded as the most standard variation of Tagalog. It is enriched by regional and international influences. Next are the Ilocanos. Ilocanos or Iloco people are the third largest Filipino ethno-linguistic group and most reside within the Ilocos region in the northwestern seaboard of Luzon, Philippines. The Sambal people. The Sambal are the original Austronesian inhabitants of the province of Zambales in the Philippines. They speak mainly Sambal and Batolan as well as Kapampangan Tagalog, Ilocano, Bolinao, and Pangasinense.
Major industries.
The province of Aurora is known for its natural beauty and historical past. Agriculture and forestry are the major industries in this province and is likewise rich in mineral deposits. The province of Bataan, which is known as symbol of democracy and freedom, is indeed rich with significant historical events. Bataan remains basically an agricultural province. It is proving to be a tourist haven boasting a multitude of exciting places to visit and interesting things to do. The province of Bulacan is among the most progressive in the country and most populous in the region. Its people, the Bulaqueño, are educated and industrious. The province's pride is its richness in historical heritage, being the cradle of the nation's noble heroes and home to many of the country's greatest artists. Nueva Ecija is considered the main rice-growing province of the country. Thus, it is often referred to as the rice granary of the Philippines. Education is very well established as a major industry in the province. Also, health services is a notable industry and a number of hospitals cater to patients from within Nueva Ecija and some coming from neighboring provinces. Pampanga is famous for its sophisticated culinary industry. Kapampangans are well known for their culinary creations. Well-known food products range from the ordinary to the exotic. The name Pampanga comes from the word pangpang, meaning riverbank, a fitting name for a flat country crisscrossed by 100 small branches of the Pampanga River. The province lies in the southern portion of the Central Plains of Luzon. Farming and fishing are the two main industries of the province. Zambales is basically an agricultural province. Major industries here include farming, fishing, and mining. The inhabitants are composed of three principal ethnic groups: the Ilocanos, Tagalogs, and Zambales. The name of the province is derived from its earliest inhabitants, the Zambales. They worship spirits called Anitos, thus they were referred to as Sambali, from the Malay word samba, meaning to worship. The term was later Hispanicized to Zambal. Language and dialect. Tagalog is predominantly spoken by the Novo Ecijanos, comprising of 67.7%, followed by the Ilocano dialect at 29.93%. Other dialects are Pampango, Pangasinan, Bicol, and Ilonggo. The Central Luzon languages are a group of languages belonging to the Philippine languages. These are predominantly spoken in the western portions of Central Luzon in the Philippines. One of them, Kapampangan, is the major language of the Pampanga Mount Pinatubo area. However, despite having 3 to 4 million speakers, it is threatened by the diaspora of the speakers after the June 1991 eruption of that volcano. Globalization also threatened the language, with the younger generation more on using and speaking Tagalog and English, but promotion and everyday usage boosted the vitality of Kapampangan. And because Tagalog is predominantly the most spoken language in Region 3, here are some of the useful phrases or words in English, Tagalog, and Ilocano.
Ingles, good morning. Tagalog, magandang umaga. Ilocano, naimbag na bigat. Huli, naimbag na bigat. Ingles, good afternoon. Tagalog, magandang hapon. Sa Ilocano, naimbag na malim. Ingles, goodbye. Tagalog, paalam. At sa Ilocano, agpakadaakon. Agpakadaakon.
Ingles, how are you? Tagalog, kumusta ka? Sa Ilocano, kumusta kan? Ingles, what's your name? Tagalog, anong pangalan mo? Sa Ilocano, anya tinagan mo? Anya tinagan mo? Ingles, I'm Nicole. Sa Tagalog, ako si Nicole. Ilocano, siyak ni Nicole. Siyak ni Nicole. Ingles, thank you. Tagalog, salamat. Sa Ilocano, agyamanak. Agyamanak. Ingles, you're welcome. Tagalog, walang anuman. Sa Ilocano, awan anya man na. Awan anya man na.
Now, for the travel and interesting trivia, did you know that Central Luzon is known as the Rice Bowl of the Philippines and that it contains the largest plain in the country? Now for Aurora, it is known as the gateway to the Pacific. And here, Baler is the oldest municipality. Aurora is the only Philippine province named after a first lady, which is Aurora Aragon. Now Bataan. It is also known as the historical hub of the Central Luzon. It was also the first major land battle for the Americans in World War II. And lastly, they have this unique ice cream from Geno's that is Gabi flavored. For Bulacan, it is known as the land of the heroes. It is also known for the excellent craftsmanship in making jewelries, leather crafts, and more. Now for Nueva Ecija, it is also called as the Rice Bowl of the Philippines. It is the largest province and the biggest rice producer in Central Luzon. For Pampanga, it is known as the culinary capital of the Philippines. It was also the first province created by Spaniards and was the capital of the Philippines. Lastly, San Fernando has earned itself the title of Christmas capital of the Philippines. For Tarlac, it is also known as the melting pot of Central Luzon. It is also the most multicultural in Central Luzon. And lastly, it is known for its fine foods, vast sugar, and rice plantations. Lastly, for Zambales, it is the second largest among the 7 provinces of Central Luzon. Zambales mango has also been confirmed by Guinness Book of World Records as the world's sweetest. For proposed tour itineraries, we have 2 groups, which are the family and ecotourist. For the day 1 for the group of family, they need to travel from Manila to Subic Bay, Freeport Zone. The estimated travel time is 2 hours and 30 minutes. There are 2 attractions for the day 1, and these are the Ocean Adventure and the Subic Safari. For the day 2, the family can enjoy their day at the All Hands Beach, and after that, they need to travel from Subic, Freeport Zone to Angeles City. The estimated travel time is 1 hour and 30 minutes. For their third day, they can enjoy it by spending it at the biggest and the most modern water park in the Philippines, which is the Aqua Planet. For their last day, they can try the unique restaurant, which is the Frisky Mo Cafe and Restaurant. And after that, they can explore the Dinosaur Island. Now, for the ecotourists, for the first day, they need to travel from Manila to San Miguel, Bulacan. The estimated travel time is 2 hours and 15 minutes. In San Miguel, they can go to Madlum Cave and Mount Manalmon. After that, they need to travel from San Miguel to General Tino Nueva Ecija. Now, for their second day, they can enjoy the Minalungaw National Park. From there, they need to travel to Cabanatuan City if they still want to go to Baler. For the third day, they need to travel from Cabanatuan City to Baler. And in Baler, they can go to Dito Mabo Mother Falls and Baler Hanging Bridge. And for their fourth day, they can relax at the Sabang Beach all day. And for their last day, they can go to the Digasit Rock Formations and Dicasalarin Cove.